Hi everybody, good morning. How are you today? Many blessings and happy Christmas to you, 2011. Today I wanted to talk about how can you be possibly happy under the most direst of circumstances, disasters, or under terrible loss. For example, in prison, how can you be happy without your friends, your family, without nature, where seemingly nobody loves you, or at least you have no body contact with people who love you, or not much at all, or any at all. But this question really applies to any big loss. If you lose your health, big loss. Your life as you know it suddenly changed. The things you like and love to do, gone or diminished. Feeling maybe pain, whatever. Or if you suffer possibly, let's say, a very traumatic breakup, that can be difficult. But an ongoing situation like in prison, how can you be possibly happy with this? I've experienced deep, big loss before, which lasted for like a long time, like 10 years. Health loss, the life that I knew, gone really quickly. All my passions and outdoor activity that I love to do, gone. Feeling from amazing, vibrant, bursting, bouncing energy all the time, and activity and joysome play, gone when I was around 20. So that was pretty traumatic, and my friends and family didn't know, so I had all that psychological confusion and unsupport, and a lot of pain and hurt, physically and non-physically too, emotionally. So how can we be possibly okay if we're in prison or stuck in a terrible situation? Here's the thing, like I just said there, be aware of what the mind says. Stuck in a terrible situation. You don't want to be name calling the situation as bad or awful or wrong or shouldn't be happening. So it's all about your mind really, and it's about the mind primarily. Secondly, about feeling the essence of who you are beyond the mind, beyond your situation, moment as it exists now, the content, the form of this moment. See, there's always the moment always changes, seems to change. The content and the form is always changing. But there's one thing that's never really changing in all of your life, and that's you there as the witnessing presence of this moment. The things change, but there's something always there, and that's you, and that's not changing. So it's about feeling this life or this presence that you are beyond everything that comes and is experienced. You're there, and then there's the experiences. So you might experience it. You might see a chair in the present moment, and the next minute it's not there. You're in a different place or whatever. Or you might see a thought in your head. That's still an experience that's arising. And then the next minute the thought is gone, or you're thinking a different thought. So it's about knowing yourself as the witnessing presence of what beyond what the form of the present moment is taking. Thoughts. Here's a rule of my life: make the most of everything. So that's about making the most of it in a way of as much joy and celebration and expression of fun, smiles, laughter, play, games, fun and enjoyment, as expressing your affection and love, not being afraid to express your affection and love. That's another way of making the most. Making the most by service and on offering and helping other people. That's another way to make the most. And to also learn and to grow and expand, to become bigger, learn more, become more empowered. So you can do all of these things in prison or anywhere in the place of a sickness, or if a disaster like a tidal wave. You can use the situation to become closer to people, to develop bonds, look beyond typical materialism and shallowness of society. Become closer to people, see them for their essence, which feel your own essence, the presence, and know that other people are the soul or presence or essence too. Even though their content of their present moment is changing, and you might come and go in their present moment, know that they're also consciousness too. Open your heart towards people, use it for expansion in that regard, for helping people, building people up, helping them become more empowered, supporting them. having a laugh, being kind, playing, being a bit silly, childlike. Don't be all serious in spirituality or life, but have some fun too. Let your hair down and reach out. Overcome your fears. The best journey for me is not where I go in the world. It's my own inner spiritual journey. I find this very, very interesting. And seeing, stopping a little bit, seeing, and then releasing and overcoming stuff like fears. Seeing my fears and conditioning and programming. Seeing my attachments and judgments and resistance. This is the best journey, because you know when people go on holiday, they bring their baggage with them on holiday. So if you have a lot of baggage, you can go on holiday, but you're always waiting for the next best moment. You're not able to relax. But if you change yourself, no matter where you go, you're bringing with you to that place a lovely you, and you can enjoy life no matter where you are, more or less. You can enjoy life as a general statement, or you can be at least okay with it, not resisting it. So let's say, for example, you're freezing cold and your icicles, you're not going to be enjoying that, but at least you can do what I do, living in constant gratitude. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for all I can learn, for all the fun I can have, thank you that I'm alive, thank you that I can expand. Thank you that I have people in my life who may be challenging, but I can reach out to them and open my heart. Thank you for the opportunity of spiritual growth and expansion. Thank you that I can play, that I can reach out. Thank you that I have a choice now to decide how I want to perceive this situation, as good or bad, gloomy or opportunistic. And then you don't go into a hole of gloominess, but instead you become bright, positive and sparkling, and you decide, okay, I'm going to make my experience. I'm not going to be at the hands of my experience, but I'm going to be the cause of my experience, the cause of my own joy and happiness and peace. So you're not waiting for something to happen. You're not waiting for something to go away before you can be happy or okay or at peace. You choose it. And you also feel the love, peace and joy that you are, that naturally emanates and is who you are in your essence, in the silent space, or as the witnessing awareness that is always here now, that is you, the witnessing awareness, the presence that is always here now, that is you now in this moment. So this is the peace that passes all understanding, as Jesus said. I made another video saying feeling upset but not suffering, and that applies to any emotional trouble. You can feel sad, upset, angry, lost, but you don't have to be disturbed by these things or suffer from these things. It's only when we started judging and resisting that we suffer and are disturbed. When we say, no, I need this to go away before I can be happy, or why can't I be okay now, or this is awful, like all these bad things happen to me. This is just the mind. And you're like, no, I don't want this, I don't like this. It's like a little child having a tantrum in your head. No. This is fine, but it makes you feel bad, it makes you feel disturbed and suffer. And it doesn't do anything good to help the situation either. It doesn't bring happiness to anybody. It doesn't fix or remedy your peace or the situation. So make the most of everything. Live in constant gratitude. And that will help you so much, and feel your essence. So you can say these 3 things. And just look and learn from your own judgments, attachments and resistance. Say yes to what the present moment is. You don't have to deal with being in prison, which could be for 5 years or whatever. You don't have to deal with the fact that you were unwell for 5 years before and maybe a few years more. All you need to say yes to is this moment. Right here, right now. How bad is this moment right here, right now? The idea that you're going to be in prison for a long time makes you suffer. But looking at the window or whatever, looking at your wall, let's say you're in prison, looking at your writing and piece of paper or your book, looking at your arm, your leg, Let's all be kind. Being in prison can't make you stop being kind to other people. Or at least having kind, warm, loving thoughts towards other people. Think high vibration thoughts. Love, light, peace, compassion, forgiveness, or understanding especially. Because they all come from understanding. So you see your arm, your leg, right now in this moment, how bad is it? It's fine. You only accept this moment. And now it's this moment still, again, it's still this moment. If there's something I can do to change this moment, if I don't particularly like it, if I prefer something different, then try and change it. Walk out of the room if it's with somebody you don't like. But let's say you're in prison, you can't walk out, or if you just fell and you broke your leg and you're in the middle of the forest, or let's say you're stuck to something and you can't move, then just, okay, yes, I'm stuck to something now. I'm going to think good thoughts, and I'm going to call people to try and help me. Do what you can do if you can do anything, and all the time, at the same time, you say yes to what is now, and accept it. Surrender, okay, it is the way it is. And all the meantime, you do what you can do to change the situation, if you can. Which is nearly always the case in life, except for maybe if you're in prison. But even in prison, you can change the situation. You can't change being out of the room now because you're locked in, but you can change your reaction to the room. You can start to enjoy the place, decorate your books, send loving thoughts. If you think, oh, nobody can, I'm not with my family. If you think that over and over again, you're going to feel upset. You can say, I am with my family from a distance and I love them and I know they love me. And I will be with them again. And even if I'm not with them again, I will meet them again when I'm out of the body, when I'm free, when we're both spirit and spirit. But even then, it doesn't really matter. I am with them in love and light and gratitude right here, right now. And I accept all of their love. And I envision them with love and light and prosperity. So, guess what I'm saying is, it doesn't boil down to the situation. It boils down to your programming and reaction to the situation. Maybe sounds a little bit easier said than done. Fair enough. Start practicing and become good at it. If you want. It's your will. It's your choice. So that's that. Thanks for watching, and I wish you a lovely happy day, a lovely happy moment of understanding and of awareness and feeling the presence. Alright, well, feel free to subscribe for future videos. Check my other videos, my playlists on communication and relationships, on awareness, and another one on joy and celebration and inspiration. And feel welcome to share and drop any of your comments or thoughts, or ask any questions as well. But always make up your own mind with what I say. Don't just follow me, make up your own minds too, especially with what resonates. Okay, see ya. Namaste, bye.